and welcome. I am Anna Hovede and this is my vlog on how to live by choice. Today's subject in my vlog is my secret most powerful supporter. It's about nature. And for one, nature is a beautiful example on how to live by choice for me. It made me decide to move here to the Vos in the Swiss mountains. When we came back from our travels a few years ago, we decided to settle for a compromise. We decided to live close to where we grew up and had friends and family, and at the same time we wanted to go a bit outside to have more nature in our lives. And well, it proved to be a pretty shitty compromise because the nature there was pretty lame, to be honest, and tame. We didn't have real winters, no real snow, and snow is really important if you're Swiss. At least for me it is. And there were fields like brown all winter, and the woods were for firewood and not really like natural woods, but all the same kind of tree, and it was just not how I imagined to live in nature. And on the other hand, we were too far away from the city to have a lot of contact with our friends, so we ended up having neither real nature nor really good friendships. As it turns out, how compromises end up pretty often. And then a few months ago we made a choice. We actually got to choose and to say, come on, let's do this, let's try this, we're going to move to Davos. And for one, actually to have at least powerful nature in our lives. Like you can see it here, it's beautiful, it's not as tame, but it's raw, it's cold in winter, and it's you have storms and everything. It's mountains. You get to live in a powerful area. And turns out we have friends here too already. At least one of our friends lives here since a year, and since it's a very international community, there's a lot of expats, there's a lot of very open people, we will probably end up with a lot of new friends. And so by actually choosing, you get more than you thought, and it's very often like that in life. This is why I think living by choice is really what you want, because you move forward, you do something very distinctive. You don't just settle for a bit of this, a bit of that, but you go for all of it. Or no, that's actually not a good description. You go for one really good thing, and then you find out you can add another really good thing, and then you end up with a lot more than you thought you would ever get. But if you don't ever try, you just live by default and how it evolves by itself and never get to choose. So yeah, that's one reason one example how nature has played out in my life. Then the second reason why nature is really important to me is because it's my single most important supporter when I work as a coach, and also for my personal development. What I love so much about nature is that I get to choose the degree of how much of myself I want to be with today. I can go out there and do sports. I can be very active and just wind down. I can just disengage and get rid of every thoughts just by being active out there. And on the other hand, I can go and sit on a bench with a beautiful view, spend all day just thinking and letting come up everything which wants to come up, slowing down to the max. Actually, it's almost like meditation, but for me I'm not really the meditating type, because it's so much like you sit there and do nothing. And in nature I always feel like I have a companion with me, and when I coach I do the same with people. We go out there and sit and just enjoy enjoy and take in and breathe and really slow down. Or we go and do something if someone isn't ready for that part yet. Was ist?
Fahren viel.
Ja, ist gut. What's one of the coolest thing with nature is it's really easy to go and try. I mean, you yourself, go and try. Disengage, leave your mobile at home, that's the most important thing. No screens, preferably no people, no other people, for once. And then find some beautiful spot and choose how far you want to go. And let me know, I would love to know how it is for you to spend time in nature and let it impact you. Thank you for listening.